About to start the bottom of the first here. The first at bat since June 11th here at Lucas Field for the Crusaders on a regular game. No scrimmage. This is a full-on non-district game between the restricted Crusaders and the Pasadena Eagles. It'll be Clay Wilmington leading off for the Crusaders.
Yeah, 3
There's Abe Sora.
last season. Absolutely ridiculous considering he was a sophomore last
Junior,
year.
number 2,
So, lots of
Clay
expectations on him this year. So look for him to have another great performance this season. No doubt the reason he's leading off.
Absolutely. Last year, we had him in speedy sophomore just about every game. Had a couple steals in the state tournament, in the state semifinal. I believe he had at least one back here for the Crusaders on the speed junior. Doesn't have exactly the same ring to it, but I'm sure we'll find something, Thomas.
Yeah, we will. Maybe the Jack and Junior. We'll see about that though.
Jack Robert Jr., maybe something like that.
That sounds a bit better.
1-1 to Richardson. He'll pop that one off, make it 1-2.
That was a great cut there by Richardson. That could have been a nice, solid hit for him there, but just off the end of the bat for him.
1-2 to Richardson. That one low and inside, even up at 2-2.
One thing the Crusaders have going for them is they have great plate patience. And we had a lot of high on-base percentages last year's. Nice hit there for him.
Gets that one in the gap. He's got a loose runner. Backtrack and good for a single for Clay Richardson to start off this game.
Next up, 92nd, senior number 9, Trey Duffield.
Trey Duffield up to bat now for the Crusaders. One of the senior returners. Played a huge role in the state tournament last year.
All season too, really one of the big power bats in that Jesuit lineup last year.
First pitch, he sends it to shallow left. And that would be another base hit for the Crusaders to start off with a pair of singles.
Next up, batting third, number 17, senior, third baseman Shane Pellegrino.
Shane Pellegrino now up to bat, the third baseman here for the Crusaders. Since last season, he committed to play at the next level, Washington University in St. Louis.
Last year split it some time with Caleb Garcia-Ramo, but this year gets the full-time start at third base. So he's really looking to capitalize on the opportunity he's been given.
Early 0-run to Pellegrino. And on first and second for the Crusaders. Hit to short. It'll be hard to get 2 on this one. Hard to get 1.
Everyone's safe. Batting cleanup and DH. Number 13, senior Cade Barron.
Cade Barron will pitch for the squad all year. With the DH here tonight against Pasadena.
One of the big arms in that starting pitching rotation behind Garrett Stratton, obviously, but still solid last year. 1.42 ERA, really solid.
The first one, Barron will send it to short, and a double play in there for the Eagles.
Double play for the Eagles.
One run does
Richardson does score.
from third.
1-0, straight to Jesuit. Batting fifth. Batting fifth, number 32, Will Watchell.
Will Watchell hasn't gotten a lot of time in the starting lineup for his first 3 years at the school. Now a fixture for the Crusaders as a senior.
Yeah, great. He's also got a bit of power in him. Watched him a little bit at one of the scrimmages here at Jesuit a few weeks ago. So definitely looking for him to maybe hit one out here. We'll see. Abe Serna also ambidextrous. Noticed that during warm-ups. Or at least he experimented with it a little bit.
1-0 to Walker. 1-0 inside, so we get 2-0. Trey Duffield at third base after double play in a man and for the Crusaders. To Watkins low, so he'll get 3-0 early on. One, two, Roger.
Nice 3-1 count here on Watchell.
And Roger will walk.
Will Watchell walks. Next up.
What's up, man?
Harrison Aquino.
Next up, Harrison Aquero.
Harrison Aquino up to that, not Jack Magnus. My bet on that. He will not be coming with the Baby Shark for the rest of the game and probably the rest of the season.
Bit of confusion here. Lineup card did not specify what the set batting order was. It's a strike down low.
0-1 to Aquino. Another guy underclassman last year. Got some time to go with this team. Comes into the 2022 season with a whole lot of experience. Oh, 1 to Aquino. Race on that one. 0-2. One's already come in for the Crusaders. 2 on, 2 out.
That's some nice production so far from everyone. Just one little blemish on the double play there, but Crusaders have not really let that affect them early here. They've already got runners.
Here's the 0-2 to Aquino. That one will be wild. Duffield will come in.
Pitch towards Duffield.
Duffield comes home. Where Watcher heads to third.
Watchell advances to third base.
Hard start for Abe Serna. Got a 1-2 count.
1-2 count, 2 outs.
Jack Magnus on deck. He's got the catcher review around right now. I'm not quite sure if he's coming up. Aquino will send him to third, and that will be the first out. The third out. Excuse me, early season hitter for everyone, including myself. Not for the Crusaders, though. 2-0 after a single frame, and really back in this moment. And Crusaders Sports Network. Back here in Crusader Sports Center for the top of the second. Pasadena went down. We were 3 down in the first. Now it's Hector Chavez up to bat. First baseman tonight for the Eagles.
Another nice breaking ball there by Broussard to open the second.
Yeah, 2 pitches, both put in a great spot to start off this inning for Broussard. That one low, would be 1 and 2. And Broussard also headed to play at the next level. We'll get to that in just a moment.
So many great Crusader players going on to play at the next level. D1, D2, doesn't matter. They're all going to go do well as a strikeout.
Chavez goes down looking.
Yeah, Broussard looking hot to start off this game.
Now batting, second
2
baseman,
strikeouts on the
number
night.
10,
One to end out the
Ruben
first and the one right
Ponce.
there. Looking good early on here.
Ruben Ponce up to bat now for Pasadena. Ball and strike to start off the count. Make it 0-2.
Kind of, even though it was down the middle, kind of looked like a desperation swing from him there. Just kind of flicked his wrist more than anything.
Broussard looks to start off the inning with 2 straight strikeouts. Can't do it right there. That one ought to go wide.
Yeah, first real blip on the radar we've seen from Jacob Broussard here. Other than that, he's looked really good here in the early going.
Here's a run, too. Another called strike, and that makes it a strikeout.
Great location early here for Jacob Broussard. Already 3 strikeouts and 2 to start the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter number 21, Tony Conchas.
Big Tony Conscious now up to bat for Pasadena. The DH tonight. First pitch to Conscious will be at the letters.
Interesting, the DH here tonight is for the right fielder. You don't see that too often here in baseball, but in the UIL you can DH for any of the players on the field. So
Conscious would foul that one out. 1-1. Is right on the edge of the zone as so gets one go his way. 1-2. Just a pitch away from striking out the side. And that's exactly what he does.
Strikes out the side. No runs, no hits.
3 up, 3 down once again. For Jacob Broussard, he strikes out the side that time. We'll be back in just a moment on Crusader Sports Network.
number 8, Jack Magnus.
Bottom of the second here from Marcus Steel Field as the Crusaders already lead 2-0 Pasadena Eagles. Jack Magnus up to bat. Fresh face here for the Crusaders. First pitch to Magnus will be low. But they 1-0.
Magnus, a sophomore here. Kind of hopefully we see kind of the same results we did with Clay Richardson last year, getting off to a hot start here.
Magnus will look at another one. This one, a called strike outside.
Kind of being patient to start out here.
Looks at another one. That one nearly in the dirt for Sona.
Seen a lot of patience here from the Crusaders hitters so far. Haven't swung it much, but when they have swung, they've almost always made contact so far.
Magnus is not the bat off his shoulders yet at 3-1.
Hasn't even taken a cut.
3-1 Magnus. Takes a swing at that one. Goes in between left, center, and that one will be brought in by Noresio.
Next up, 8 batters, second baseman, senior, number 4, Chris Novak.
Novak comes up for the Crusaders. Starting in left tonight.
Yeah. Novak at second base tonight for the Crusaders. Much like Bill Walker, stayed with the program all 4 years, despite sometimes getting passed up for guys even younger than them. It all pays off here. First pitch goes straight back to Sona for out number 2.
Next up, left fielder, senior, number 5, Nick Zulo.
Nick Zulo coming out to carry this whisper by George Michael. 2 seniors at the bottom of the lineup for the Crusaders. First pitch is to low and inside. Oh, the strike though.
Interesting call there, but early on with the lead, Crusaders aren't going to let something like that affect them.
Thanks, Matt. Oh, the strike again.
I saw Jacob Broussard getting a few of the same calls on the outside corner for him, but so far, umpire's been very, very liberal with his strike zone. We'll see where that takes him.
That one will be just there for Nick Zulo. Oh, they say foul, but it's
Foul ball.
That was
two looks fair from our point of view.
a lot of people were yelling fair, foul. So kind of confused Sulo a bit there. He didn't really know what to do.
Held up at first and people were saying, go.
Yeah.
Foul ball. Slow there too here. We'll get another shot at it. 0-2 inside. Very close to the front side too. Kind of leaned out of the way, and that might have come himself if he got it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he was walking away from the box there for a second. Like he thought, oh, that was the same spot, he's going to call it, but he didn't this time.
1-2. Send it to third. Bring it in. Nice throw to the third out. 3 up, 3 down. Here back 0. We head to the third.
Bat, number third baseman, number 8, Ruben Tanguma.
Ruben Tanguma starts off the top of the third here. First pitch from Broussard. Cut and foul off to the left side. 0-1 the count to start off. Broussard's location on his pitch has been pretty good tonight so far. Looking to continue that here in his third inning of work. Another cut and a miss there. Yeah, not great swings here from Pasadena to start out. Kind of look like desperation. Have made contact, but it hasn't been much. Limited to no hits so far as the 1-2 comes in. Swing and a miss. And Magnus throws on to Watchell, and that's the first out of the inning. Drop strike 3, throws him out, and Broussard starts off the inning well once again. He's fourth of the night so far. Excuse me, fifth of the night so far.
Had my Castilian Spanish accent, but he's still like,
here we go.
He's like PH.
Goes for the bunt. He might have clipped that. Now that'll be ball 1. Kind of got away from Jack Magnus there. The starting catcher here tonight, and possibly for the whole season. We'll see about it. It's a pitch. It's inside. Again, 2-0 to start out here for the Crusaders. After getting the first out off the drop strike 3, here's the 2-0. Another outside. Broussard having some issues finding his location here. 3-0, and now he's comes back with the strike. Another great placement there. Makes contact to Watchell. He'll take it himself. 2 outs in the inning. As Jacob Broussard gets out of the hole and comes back for the second out of the inning.
Batting left fielder, number 1, Noah Rocio.
Noah Rocio comes up for the Eagles now. Looking to get their first hit of the night. They have been no hit through 2 2/3 so far, as the first pitch is a strike. Nice heat by Broussard.
That's perfect. That's everything. Everything was up the box.
Goes for the bunt. I mean,
we were doing true radio, so we had to say everything.
as Broussard is just carving up these hitters so far. Looking for his 6th strikeout of the night
I was
here.
looking forward to doing games at U of H, and then
Outside, Magnus kind of pounds his glove there. Couldn't quite get it in the webbing.
we ended up. So we played.
Count is 1 and 2.
Well, no, 5.5 innings at Cy Falls that night. And then it got rained
1-2.
out, but all the guys in the press box.
And that's a strike 3. Liberal call there, but they will take that any way they like it. Broussard gets his 6th strikeout of the night. We go to the bottom of the third. Crusaders lead 2-1. 2-0, excuse me.
junior, number 2, Clay Richardson.
Back to the top of the lineup here for the Crusaders. Richardson, Duffield, Pellegrino to start this one out as the first pitch is low for ball 1. Duffield batted .388 last season.
I think there's a rule you have to start.
Quite the season from him considering he was a sophomore last year, as that pitch is outside ball 2. Cerna having some issues with control here early on. You saw that in the first inning and second inning as well. Strike there, low, but in the zone near the bottom corner. Not the fastest pitcher, mainly fastballs and a cutter as well, as that's a ground ball to third, but that might be an error there. Nice effort there to try to get him anyways, but that's not going to work out for him. Let's see if they call it a hit or an error. They do call it a hit. Richardson with his second hit on the night.
The batter, number 9, center fielder Trey Duffield.
Trey Duffield comes up for the Crusaders. One on as pitcher and catcher come together for a second, and we come back. Hinojosa and Cerna. After the short interruption, we're back ready to go. Trey Duffield, big number 9 up there, committed to Rice, along with Garrett Stratton, college teammates and high school teammates, as Richardson steals second. The man we called the speedy sophomore last year gets yet another stolen base.
Jackrabbit Jr.
As now the Jackrabbit Jr., as quoted by Will Turboff.
Jackrabbit, Speedy Senior, Speedy Senior. Don't skip a year.
1-0. Inside, that might have gotten him, and it did.
Hit batter.
First and second for the Crusaders, as Cerna
Now up, number 3rd baseman, number 7.
can't say how much longer his night's going to last him, considering he's already allowed 2 runs and 4 hits. One hit got taken off the board. Not an error put up on the scoreboard, though, so we don't know which it is. Pellegrino up. Strike on the inside corner. Once again, Cerna and Broussard have both taken advantage of this umpire strike zone. There hasn't really been as much of a feeling out process for the Crusaders or the Eagles. The Eagles especially, they've just been swinging it a lot, as that's foul down the third base line.
.02 on Pellegrino. 2-0 the score. Glad you can join us this evening here on Crusader Sports Network. I'm Thomas Hatfield. Here we go. As that is in the air to left. Shortstop goes out and makes the catch. Richardson and Duffield return, first out of the inning.
Batting the DH, number 13, Cade Barron.
Cade Barron, that's now for the Crusaders. Key piece in that pitching staff, that shutdown pitching staff. In their first tournament, only allowed 3 runs across the whole thing. First and second, 1 out. Barron looks to bunt. Duffield takes off, and that's in the left field as Richardson will come home. It's 3-0. As around comes Duffield all the way from first, and he will score as well. Double steal, and then off the wild throw to third, both runners end up scoring. It's 4-0 Crusaders. Still 1-0 here. Oh, wow. Again. Interesting zone here by the umpire here this evening.
We have no zoning laws.
1-1. Man. A huge zone here. You just, man. As that one's in the left and foul. Yeah, not really something the Crusaders necessarily will complain about, given they have a bit of a cushion. But if things end up getting a bit closer, could end up being a bit of point of contention here for either team. 1-2 from Cerna. Popped up to the first base side. Over in foul territory, he'll make the catch. 2 outs in the inning.
Batting next first baseman, senior number 32, Will Watchell.
Will Watchell comes up for the Crusaders now. A nice defensive play in the top of the inning. Now he'll come back to bat here in the third, in the bottom of the inning. First pitch is inside. A hit. Will Watchell will take the free pass.
Now batting the right fielder, junior number 19, Harrison Aquero.
Harrison Aquero comes up for the second time tonight, this time with the correct walk-up music. Runner on first is Watchell. He'll take off. Throw down by Hinojosa is not in time. Runner moves up on the steal. The fourth of the night for the Crusaders. Fourth of the night for the Crusaders. Crusaders have been cruising here so far. Magnus on deck. Here's the 1-0. As that is up the middle. That's a base hit. Watchell rounds. He'll come home and score rather easily. 5-0 Crusaders here in the bottom of the third. Aquero gets his first RBI of this evening. Catcher Jack Magnus comes up. Led off the second for the Crusaders. Crusaders are one batter away from going through the order here. Actually, 2 batters, excuse me. Five nothing here in the bottom of the third. Crusaders not had that much resistance so far. And cruising. It's a ground ball, third base side, that bounces foul on a hop. Here's the pitch, and oh, that's a strike. Another liberal call from this umpire. Seems the Crusaders are kind of just dealing with it at this point. Here's the pitch, outside. Runner takes off, no throw. 5th steal of the evening for the Crusaders. as Magnus will dig in on the 2-2. Cut on and miss, drop strike 3, and he'll be gone. And that'll end the inning. Crusaders get 3. We go to the top of the 4th. Your score, 5-0 Crusaders. You are watching Crusader Sports Network. Perfect game so far for Jacob Broussard through 3 innings of work. He'll go into the 4th. 6 strikeouts on the night. And he has just been cruising so far. Hasn't had to do that much. First pitch, strike. Again, great pitch placement here by Jacob Broussard. Also keeping the pitch count pretty low. As another strike there by Broussard. 0-2 early. Grounder to the 3rd. Richardson fields and throws him out to Watchell. 1 down.
Batting second, the catcher, number 3,
Victor Hinojosa comes up for the Eagles here as he looked to get their first hit of the night. As that'll be just a little bit outside for ball 1. Broussard, as that is fouled up. Pellegrino can't make a play on it. That's high into the batting cages.
Broussard really cruising through this one. Almost. Inning number 4 right here. And how many reach first base?
Oh, you were muted.
Started really cruising through this one, through almost 3 1/3 for the senior right now, as that one's popped up right to Clay Richardson. He'll field it, and out number 2.
Batting 3rd, the pitcher, number 11, Abe Cerna.
Abe Cerna comes up for Crusaders, the Eagles.
The switch throwing pitcher up now for Pasadena, ambidextrous. Giving up 5 runs through 3 innings. The first pitch to him is going to be inside, called for ball.
Yeah. Again, one of the rare misses here for Jacob Broussard. He's just been cruising, got a perfect game going. He's been looking pretty good.
I'm back on, but you guys play by play.
Broussard starts out. Here's the 2-0. Ground ball to 3rd. Pellegrino throws in. That will be the inning. Another great inning there for Broussard, as we'll go to the bottom of the inning. You are watching Crusader Sports Network.
second baseman, number 4, Chris Novak.
Novak leads off the bottom of the fourth for the Crusaders. Crusaders nearing the top of the order already, and they will get back to that.
Yeah, third time around, coming up for a couple guys in this inning. Clay Richardson, one of them, is back straight.
Yeah, nice hit. Another great hit there by the Crusaders. Their 5th of the evening as Novak gets to first easily.
Next up, left fielder, number 5, Nick Zulo.
Sulo, the number 9 hole in this lineup for the Crusaders. Richardson on deck. And they have just been, again, like we've just said countless times already, they have just been almost on autopilot here. I mean, they've just barely had to do anything. They've just had to hit as he'll take off, nobody covering second.
Stolen base standing up.
Yeah, free base right there for Chris Novak, as no one, the shortstop took a second there to head to second, try to get Novak out. Wasn't even close.
Yeah. Sulo will wait on the 1-0 from Cerna. Still in this game, giving up 5 earned runs to this point, as that's a ground ball just outside the bag at first.
Yeah, and Thomas, you'll see this quite a bit. Guys struggling in out-of-district play, this isn't going to matter. You know, it matters for reps at this point. So if Cerna's a guy that you're going to go with for 4 or 5 innings on a weekly basis, then you're going to play him 4 or 5 in this game, no matter how many runs he's given up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that. Even if he's given up 15 runs an inning, you just want to keep him out there. It's great for experience, great to get his arm conditioned.
I know Coach hoping he is not going to give up 15 runs in any inning in this game.
Yeah, that's true, but also you can't give up 15 innings because they'd end the game at 10, but anyways, here's the 1-2, as looks like he kind of checked, but that will be down low.
That's running out of things to talk about at a 5-0 lead.
5-0, we're not too far away from a mercy rule kind of game here. 5 runs in the next couple innings would end this one.
Given it is the 4th, they need 12, 5, 10. 10 or more is 5th and after. 3rd is 15 runs. So
10 after 5.
10 after 5.
Yeah, 10 after 5, no matter what. They will not end this game any sooner. They probably should.
Less than a packed house here at the 50 degree there.
Yeah, 2-2 chilly. Chilly, like we've said, probably about
Here's
20
the
people
pitch
at this
from
game.
Cerna. That is high. 3-2.
High cheese.
Started off 1-0, went to 1-2. Now we're over to 3-2, all the way up.
Oh, full count.
The Crusaders already with a man in scoring position to start off this inning. Sulo's got some rip to it. See if he can connect with one on a 3-2 count.
Up the middle to second. He'll throw to first runner, but he'll move the runner up.
Novak advances to third. Next
First
up,
out of the inning.
number 2, shortstop, Clay Richardson.
Back to the
junior
top.
Jackrabbit.
Back to the top of the order here for the Crusaders already. They started the inning with Richardson, and they are just cruising along here, as we've just said so many times. It's just something you just can't deny. They've just been really doing stuff without even trying. They haven't really had to do that much.
They put the work in all off season. Had to retool this lineup after losing a lot of seniors. Richardson sends one deep.
Into left, that'll be a one-hopper off the wall. Scoring easily is Novak. He'll pull into second with a double. Crusaders bring one more in. It is 6-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
At bat, number 9, center fielder, Trey Duffield.
Trey Duffield comes up now for the Crusaders. Again, we've talked about it a lot. Last year, huge bat for the Crusaders, one of their big power bats.
Not really fixed. The scoreboard guys are just not doing well. Oh, there we go.
As as that one is way behind Duffield.
Duffield not flinch.
That was impressive there from Cerna to get it behind Duffield. A 1-0 count. Duffield coming up to Magic Stick this year. He's got the same thing around his shoulder right now. See if he can take one deep.
If he did it here, it would be 8-0. Crusaders, you can kind of tell maybe some of the Pearland players, coaches, as that one is skied into left, going back to the wall, caught at the warning track. Richardson will not tag, and as you said, Will, that was close to getting out of here.
Yeah, great job by Resio to track that one.
Next at bat, the third baseman, number 17, Shane Pellegrino.
That ball was also up there forever. He just had to wait and wait and wait for that ball to come down. So, great job just to track that down in the lights.
Can't tell what the wind's blowing in, too.
I do apologize to Trey Duffield because no one's ever going to hit a home run after you say maybe he'll hit a home run.
First pitch to Pellegrino is low. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth here.
It's not like the guy's throwing gas or anything.
As Cerna not throwing as hard, but he's still, as that's a ground ball to short, he'll pick it. Easy throw to first. Oh, he botches it. That will most likely be an error. Richardson comes home. It's 7-0.
We assume that'll be, yeah, it looks like an error put up right there. Seventh run comes in.
DH, number 13, Cade Barron.
Cade Barron up to bat. Not only a good pitcher, 1.42 ERA last year. Also pretty good at swinging the stick. So definitely looking for him to get a nice knock here. First pitch is a strike.
Amateur hour. Skeeters.
Yeah, Barron looked at it, one in a great spot to rip it a little bit low.
Cerna brings the 0-1 as that is skied in the air to right. Arguello makes the catch, and that will end the inning.
That's the end of the inning.
Crusaders get 2 more, but they do strand 1. We go to the top of the 5th. You are watching Crusader Sports Network.
CSN.
Hector
Welcome back,
Chavez.
everyone. Thomas Hatfield and Will Turboff here with you as the Crusaders up 7-0 here, top of the 5th. They're looking to get 3 more in the bottom, so they can walk out of here with the Mercy Rule win as that first pitch kind of nicked Chavez's bat. That'll be 0-1.
Broussard absolutely dealing right now. Haven't been any hiccups, no hits to start off with, and nothing that has even really been close to a hit at this point.
Yeah, as another cut and a miss. Bit stronger of a cut than we've seen from the Eagles so far, but that was probably the best chance the Eagles have had so far other than fouls. As the 0-2 comes just outside, he was looking to prompt the umpire on that bottom corner.
Yeah, I think he was looking to do one of two things right there. He was looking to chase him, and to be honest, in that spot seems pretty far outside, but not too far outside of the zone that we've seen tonight.
Oh man, almost hits Chavez there. Looked for that breaking pitch once again.
Tale of a little two extremes right there. One pretty far outside, and then that one pretty far inside.
Yeah, definitely. As Chavez waits a second.
We do have someone warming up in the bullpen for strike Jesuit. Another strikeout, though, for Broussard.
7 on the night for him already. Only
Next at bat,
5th.
second baseman number 10, Ruben Ponce.
He'll definitely be looking for double digits this evening. See if he can do that. Cut on and miss there, as he is already up 0-1. 2 errors for Pasadena so far tonight. Could have been 3 after that errant throw to third.
Yeah, one error brought 2 runs in a little bit earlier on.
As that pitch is outside. You can see Broussard beginning to maybe become a little bit fatigued here. Beginning to have some, well, not exactly, but he's been throwing a few more balls, kind of trying to test these hitters a bit more.
Early in the season.
Yeah, it seems like just getting that conditioning up, and that, and I think trying to get guys to reach more. Like to get a couple more strikeouts on the night before he wraps up.
Oh man, what a pitch there by Broussard. Just, again, that breaking pitch just been so devastating for these Eagles hitters tonight.
Froze Ponce.
Yeah, Ponce was headed out of the box. Thought that was coming in towards him.
Fly ball to center,
There goes the no-hitter.
as that will fall. Duffield could have had a shot at that, as well as Novak. But that one will
Next at
fall.
bat,
First hit
DH
of the
number
night.
21, Tony Conchas.
And for the Eagles, it's about time. They've been waiting to do it for a while now.
We may have jinxed a no-hitter a little bit up here, but that's all behind us. Broussard's still having an incredible night.
There is someone warming up for the Crusaders in that bullpen, as that one is fouled back hard.
Crusaders, as they always do, will have an extremely deep bullpen. You're talking about last year having a guy like Cade Barron as the closer. This year, I believe the number 2.
Absolutely shut down last year. 1.42 ERA. Garrett Stratton also got a few saves last year. The big one against Pearland obviously got the win, as he'll call time on that.
Yeah, that was actually the last game that we had here at Marco Steel Field before some distribution laws cut us off from doing live broadcast during the playoffs. Electric feel. I can remember it like it was yesterday. Early May here at Marco Steel Field. Stratton came in and what ended up being a high-scoring game sent this team to the playoffs as a 3rd seed all the way to the state tournament.
Yeah, really had an uphill battle there, playing some solid teams like Jersey Village and Keller.
Yeah, Tompkins, of note, will be a team that the Crusaders will probably have to look out for again this year. Thought of not only as one of the top teams in the city, not only one of the top teams in the state, but in the entire region. They believe Scouts believe Tompkins has another incredible team.
As that one is fouled back again. Making some nice contact here. Starting to get to Broussard a bit. Finally starting to figure him out a little. This again, looks like Jake Hazley or Dominic Botard warming up in the bullpen for the Crusaders. As a strike 3, that is finally 7 strikeouts on the night for him.
Now batting third baseman,
Excuse
number
me.
8, Ruben Tanguma.
Ruben Tanguma comes up for the Crusaders.
Crusaders will be starting district play here in the next week or so. I believe they've got a home and home with Pearland. Knock those games out early. Those will be some of the most crucial games in the entire season.
Yeah, absolutely, especially after last year and how things have been stacking up based on what we've seen in non-district play from the top teams like Shadow Creek and Alvin so far. So those will definitely be games to watch.
Yeah, we've mentioned 3 teams already: Alvin, Shadow Creek, and Pearland. Not even forget about Dawson. Dawson, the team that almost jumped Strake Jesuit in the rankings, would have sent them to either 4th or not being in the playoffs at all if those games had gone the other way.
Had a good game on stream against them last year. Crusaders just absolutely exploded in the late innings in that one to really pull ahead. 2-1 from Broussard, as that one is skied in the air to right. Over and makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So Broussard has a little bit of trouble, gives up his first hit of the night, but gets out of it quickly after that. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Crusaders up 7-0.
Crusaders up 7-0.
Couldn't read it. I hate when they put that 0 there.
First baseman, senior number 32, Will Watchell.
Will Watchell comes up to start the bottom of the 5th as the Crusaders looking to close this one out, possibly get 3 here in the 5th to send everyone home.
No better feeling when you can walk off a game up 10 runs.
Yeah, definitely shows you're a strong team with strong offense, strong defense, as Cerna now pitching lefty for the first time tonight, ambidextrous. We saw it during warm-ups, not in game so far though. Has a great pitch there by Cerna. It was a nice breaking ball.
Cerna's starting off nice, lefty.
Cerna had some control issues with his left hand during warm-ups. Guess have not seen much of that so far. So there's a ground ball to 3rd. He'll pick it and throw on. And he'll make another error at first. That's his second on the night. As the Crusaders will
Next at bat, the right fielder,
get another one.
19, Harrison Aguero.
Harrison Aguero coming up. Had a hit to lead off the inning last time. Had an RBI last time up, excuse me. He'll look to get another one here. Possibly get Watchell all the way around.
And Watchell had a steal the last time around. And beat one out. He was close to beating that one out, if not for the error.
Aquaro hits one in the air to right, backing up.
Tagging up. Nope.
Well, he will go back to first. Off the catch by Arguello, who is being DH'd for this evening.
Next up,
Not
catcher,
often
number
you
8,
see a
Jack
player
Magnus.
in the field get DH'd for. Usually it's either done to protect the pitcher or the fact that the pitcher is not as good a hitter, but not the case here tonight. As Jack Magnus will come up for the third time tonight, I believe.
Third time around the order, and Magnus following up last year's catcher, James Vaquero. Long-time varsity player for the Crusaders.
Was a bit of a question mark coming into this year for the Crusaders as far as who the catcher would be given James Vaquero had held down that position well as Magnus rips that to left. However, a nice catch there.
Pasadena kind of caught a break on those last two at-bats. Great contact both times.
Next at bat, second baseman, number 4, Chris Novak.
Novak comes up for the Crusaders. Watchell staying at first, even after the first two.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him go on one of the first pitches of this at-bat.
Cerna's already been stolen on 5 times this evening. 4 times, 4 or 5. As right as you said that, he takes off. That's his 5th or 6th steal on the evening.
I think Will's got the steal on the signs.
I've been accused of stealing signs up there. I think Watchell just heard me and just went.
Yeah.
Why not?
Hinojosa has had issues throwing runners out tonight. As that's up the middle, but a nice diving catch, sliding catch there to end the inning. A bit uneventful inning there for the Crusaders. Kind of out of character for this game, but we go to the top of the 6th. Crusaders up 7-0.
Who's number 11's up to
Pitching change this inning for the Crusaders. James Ramu comes in, one of the star players on the SJ hockey team, led the team in goals. This is the first pitch from him, is low for a strike.
Quite the athlete. Hockey and baseball, not the biggest combination, especially in this region of the country. But playing for now 2 storied programs, SJ hockey really moving their way up the ranks of the national hockey circuit. And
First undefeated season in ISHL history since 2003, and the first to do it in their first season. Quite the accomplishment. Cut and a miss there. Count 1-2. Again, huge congrats to the hockey team, Coach Kip, all the guys. They've put in the work this year. It's been a joy for us to stream those games as well, as that pitch is low. 2-2 the count. As Charlie Alakwa warming up in the bullpen for the Crusaders, as well as Vernon Clay taking cuts in the cages as well, so he may be subbing in at some point.
Clay on the varsity roster last year as well. Now as a junior.
He'll get that's a loose ball, strike 3, but he'll get away. Runner on first for the Crusaders. The Eagles, excuse me.
Next at bat, left fielder number 1, Noah Aricio.
Noah Aricio comes up as we begin to see some of the subs here for the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken.
This was a
starter.
Aricio been playing this whole game. Hasn't gotten on yet.
Yeah. As Remue's been looking pretty solid, even though he did give up that loose ball base taken.
Yeah, something to note, it doesn't seem like Pasadena has any other players activated in this game, and the lineup that they gave us, no substitutions.
As Alakwa is going to do full warm-ups in the pen, so looks like this could be a short outing for Remue. As that is low once again, 3-1.
Same thing that we saw with Cerna a little bit earlier on. It's the same concept. Remove probably a guy that is not going to pitch more than an inning or 2. If you can get a second guy like Alakwa, another inning in at this point in the season.
That one's in there. Strike 2. As he'll look to get one in.
Hey, Sue.
Can you make some sort of announcement, like did anybody find some keys?
The pitch, that's strike 3. First strikeout of the night for Remue. As that'll be the first out of the inning. Great pitch there by him.
Thank you. I can go home now.
You're just sitting right there. I didn't touch him.
As here we go. First pitch, foul down the first base line. Big number 11 readies, as that'll be high and upstairs. Ball 1. Magnus had to leap up there. As Remu readies, the pitch, that's a strike. Again, that spot. The umpire calling it, some people questioning it. But he's been calling that spot all night. Less questioning
in the bottom corner here.
As that one is into left, that'll be a base hit. They might be able to get him at second here, just not in time. Oh, they did get him.
Got him.
The force. What a play there.
First out at second base.
What a play there by Harrison Aquaro.
Yeah, you know that runner will be hearing it tomorrow. It's all about base runner awareness. He may hear it on the way back. The dugout right now.
Now at bat, number 3, the catcher.
Yeah, you can see the
Pitcher,
coach talking to
Hinojosa.
him. So he is. As Hinojosa will come up. He's had a rough night not only at the plate, but also behind it. As that's a ground ball. Richardson's got a tough play. He'll throw it. Oh, Watchell drops it. Now throw to first, and he is out. That is going to do it for the inning.
Out at third base.
Actually, hold on, as now it's confirmed he is out of the inning, as the Pearland coach is a bit
Pasadena
miffed.
coach.
Pasadena coach, yes. Sorry, I'm getting lots of P's in high school baseball. But nonetheless, that will end the frame. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Score is 7-0. You're watching Crusader Sports Network.
That's it, isn't it?
New pitcher for the Eagles.
New pitcher for the Eagles as in a pinch hitter and a substitution for the Crusaders. Vernon Clay coming in for Chris Novak as Victor Hinojosa comes out from behind the plate and will come to the mound now. Hopefully he'll have a bit better time than he has had behind the plate. But as that will do it for the night of Abe Cerna. 7 earned runs across 5 innings of work.
Pinch hitting.
Not a great night, but as Will said,
Number 6, Vernon Clay.
you want to get those innings in, especially in non-district play. Get that arm conditioned.
And you have to give it to Cerna, who closed out the night with 1 shutout inning. Also had 2 runs come in via a pretty bad error. Not quite sure if those would have come through the other way, if not for that error.
As here is the first pitch of the night for him. That's a ground ball. That'll be just foul. Vernon Clay swinging at the first pitch.
Now, Clay on this roster last year got a chance to travel with the team as they made their way to Round Rock in mid-June.
0-1. That's a fly ball into right, running over. That'll be a foul ball over the netting.
Clay came into a number of games as a pinch runner. I believe a couple times in the Tompkins series that ended up being about 4 days due to some rain delays. This team went through a whole lot in that tournament.
As that is outside. Quick throw there from the catcher, number 2. It's Hinojosa. Also has that height advantage as time is called. Vernon Clay, kind of like Clay Richardson archetype, got that speed. Hopefully he has that contact as well, as that's outside into the screen.
This will end up being one of the quickest games probably of the year. 4 straight jazz with not even at an hour and a half yet.
Yeah, and especially for a game that's close to the full length, 7 innings. Not something you see too often. Game started at 6:30, rough, pretty much on time. Oh, that'll be inside. Great plate patience there by Vernon Clay. He'll go on to first.
Shortstop, number 2, Clay Richardson.
As Clay Richardson will come up for the Crusaders. 4th time he has batted this around. He got a hit in his first 2 at-bats before getting a nice double. Fly ball into right. Coming over is Arguello. That's over the screen.
Yeah, Vernon Clay pretty speedy himself. Got a nice leadoff on that first pitch. We might see him jumping pretty soon.
Yeah, we will see about that. Clay Richardson had himself a night. Probably the player of the game so far for the Crusaders. Great base running, great hitting, great defense as well over at short. Going to be the face of this program next year. But he is currently one of the big faces now as well. Slow start to this inning for both teams. Not as fast-paced as the previous 2 have been. Hinojosa a bit more. Oh, as Vernon will run the pickoff, and it's not going to matter. Crusaders' 6th steal on the night. Just running all over this Eagles team.
That's the 4th error of the night for Pasadena. You know, they'll have a lot to clean up as they enter district play pretty soon.
Defense has not been one of their strong suits. Crusaders do have a strong defense, one of their biggest pros last year for them. As Richardson, yeah, one of the rare blips we've seen. That is actually the first strikeout for the Eagles this evening.
Next at bat, number 9, center fielder Trey Duffield.
Cerna did not get a single strikeout. He was really more of a pitch-to-contact type guy. But Duffield will come up for his 4th time as well, as Vernon Clay on second. Fly ball into center. Rosso is there. He'll make the catch. Oh, no, he drops it. That'll be the 5th error of the night for the Eagles. My goodness. Oh, actually, no. Excuse me. He is out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It looked like he came down with it and then bobbled it as he was trying to get it into his hand.
Third baseman, number 17, Shane Pellegrino.
Kind of looked like he did drop it there, but umpire said he did make the full process of the catch, so up the middle, gotta make the tough play. Running, he is done. And that will do it for the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Crusaders looking to close it out. You're watching Crusader Sports Network.
Pasadena Eagles, nothing.
Remieux will come in to close it out, looking to get
At bat number 11.
come in.
Dave Cerna.
Will not be for the save, however, as he did pitch the full second inning from the start, way inside.
And it comes back to hit him. Wouldn't be surprised if we see another pitcher try to get these final 3 outs. Looks like Charlie Locke was
bring
still
in
warming
another
up.
hitter, then that pitch, if they do bring another pitcher in, excuse me, that pitcher will get the save. No.
Next up for the Eagles, first baseman number 18, Hector Chavez.
Yeah, save's got to be within 3.
Yeah, you're right about
At
that.
the high school, college, and pro levels.
As that pitch is low, he'll take off, and he'll make it as Coach Garcia Rameau is going to come out to talk to James Remieux. Had a rough go in here to start this inning, and while that's going on, we'll step aside.
Counts 1-0.
Back here, 1-0 the count after Coach Garcia Rameau went out to talk to James Remieux to help him regroup a little bit. Another low pitch. That'll be 2-0. As that'll be in there for the strike. These Pearland hitters, some of them have been a lot more patient as this game has gone on. It kind of has worked to their benefit a little bit. They've been striking out a lot less. But they are on the cusp of another one here, 2-2 the count. Remieux looking for his second K of the night. And that one's low. Great reflexes there by Magnus.
Load this one up now, full count. One of the first we've seen tonight.
Only the second, yeah.
Coach Garcia Rameau opting to keep Remieux in. That's a tactical move, showing confidence in one of your guys.
Cut on and missed. Second K of the night for James Remieux. And that'll be the first out of this inning. 2 more for a Crusader victory.
Ruben Ponce.
First pitch is fouled off down the first base side over the netting. Good start for Remieux, 0-1. One is another swing and a miss. Quickly, 0-2. Looking for his third strikeout is Remieux.
Remieux didn't have the best start to this inning, but ever since he had that conversation with Coach Garcia Rameau, seems to have really turned it around.
Off the bat, inside near his hands. 0-2. However, not called a hit by pitch, and he'll stay in.
Gets a little half swing at that, and for that reason will not be headed to first.
0-2. Fouled off again, as you can hear. We can hear the Pearland coach telling his player on second to lead off a bit more. Eagles looking to get at least 1 run before the day is up. This game has not gone as well for them. They're at least looking to get something out of it, as that'll be ball one. After a few fouls, things have really slowed down here in the 6th and the 7th for both teams. As that's a ground ball, Remieux jumps, can't get it. Throw there. And that'll be the first out of the second out of the inning, excuse me. 1 out away for the Crusaders.
Next at bat for the Eagles, designated hitter number 21, Tony Conchas.
Conchas coming up. Crusaders hoping he will be the final Eagle batter before a win. Pasadena had a tough night. But when you face a tough opponent like Strake Jesuit, it's gonna be one of the things that happens.
To look, I think it's a tournament. I think we have a tournament here. I think.
It's the round robin, yeah.
This is Friday.
Yeah, let's see.
I can announce it.
Round robin starting on Friday. Grind doesn't stop for the Crusaders. They'll be back here at Merkel Steel Field, as will a number of teams for the Strake Desert round robin.
As that is past them, and the Eagles will get their first run of the night.
And that one run will feel like 20. Maybe at least 6 here for Pasadena.
Yeah, and they
avoiding the shutout on the last out of the game.
Yeah, they are going crazy in that dugout. They're shaking the fence and everything. First pitch is fouled back. Again, another good start here for Remieux, but with contact. Not been the cleanest inning from the Crusaders, but they've still been efficient.
Well, you say clean right there. That pitch by Remieux,
Tanguma.
beautiful. And now he's down to the last one.
Here we go. This could be it. Here we go. Fouled off. Speaking of the round robin later this week, that was during school hours on Friday. We could have had some guys come out and watch it during their free periods, lunchtime, community time. Fortunately, that will not be the case. Cut on and missed, and that will do it.
Swing up.
And that will do it for this evening. Crusaders get the win 7-1. Will, your final thoughts on this one?
Over the Pasadena Eagles.
Yeah, one of the last out-of-district matchups. They're really trying to refine things before they head to district play. They're going to start off hot. Not only, overall in this season, but they're going to try to make sure they carry that over. 7-1. Of course, they would have loved the shutout. Nonetheless, they get, a new varsity player in to get 2 innings of work and beat a team that, will not face an opponent like Strake Jesuit very likely this season. And Crusaders just keeping the high spirits going from last year. See what they can do in the round robin this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that is going to do it for us here this evening. Thank you all for watching. From Will Turboff, I'm Thomas Hatfield. We'll see you over spring break. Pearland game come out on that Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow for Sports Desk. All right.
Someone has to turn that background music down. Of course, I'm going to be at math.